Hello there. Today I will explain how Neuvillette from Genshin Impact works. So you've acquired Neuvillette. Great job. He has a catalyst as his main weapon, and uses the element Hydro in his attacks. To level a character up past certain thresholds, they need to ascend. Ascending requires specific materials for each character. For Neuvillette, the unique items he needs include the boss item Fontamer Unihorn, which are dropped by the Millennial Pearl Seahorse in Fontaine, and Limitoil, found in the northern part of Fontaine. Now, onto his attacks. All characters have 3 main attacks: their normal attack, their elemental skill, and their elemental burst. These correspond to the first 3 talents for the character. I do not refer to attacks and buffs by their real names. I call them what they look like so it's easier to visualize. You can see my substitution key in the description. All of the percentages and numbers I'm going to show are not what you should be remembering. Look where my arrows point to on your own character's talents to see what damage that you will be doing. Also, when I say damage during this video, I mean attack dealt to the enemy before any defenses or resistances. The first talent is his normal attack, used with the left mouse, B, or circle button. When pressed, he will deal this amount of Hydro damage to an enemy in front of him. If you keep pressing the button, he will do a 3-hit combo with the damage dealt according to this chart. If you hold the button down and let go, he will do a charged attack, in which he causes this amount of damage and uses this amount of stamina. If you hold the button down and allow the move to fully charge the circle behind him, then he will do a fully charged attack, and deal this amount of his maximum health as damage, as well as drain this amount of his current health until the attack finishes. The attack will only drain his health if he is currently over 50% health. If you press the button in the air, this is the amount of damage he will do to enemies on the way down, and this is the amount of damage he will do when he hits the ground, depending on how high he was. The second talent is his elemental skill, activated with the E key or the right trigger. When used, he will deal this amount of his maximum health as Hydro damage in an area in front of him, and trigger a thorn to hit the same area, dealing this much Hydro damage. In Fontaine, there are these white and black colors that affect puzzles and enemies. This thorn acts like the white color if it hits one of those. It can be used once every 10 seconds. When the elemental skill hits an enemy, 3 orbs will appear around them. These orbs will last 15 seconds. If you use a charged attack, these orbs can be absorbed and heal Neuvillette by this amount of his maximum health per orb, as well as charging the fully charged attack faster. The third talent is his elemental burst, activated with the Q key, Y, or triangle button. When used, he will deal this percentage of his maximum health as Hydro damage around him. Then, 2 more Hydro attacks will appear and do this amount of his maximum health as damage. This attack also creates 6 orbs. To increase the effectiveness and damage of the 3 attack talents, you need a specific talent item. His talent books are Equity, which are obtained from the dungeon Pale Forgotten Glory on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Once a talent is level 6, to level it up higher, it needs a certain boss item. This item has a chance to be acquired from refighting the boss of Nahida's second character quest. The maximum level for talents is 10. The fourth talent, unlocked at character ascension level 1, says that if one of your party members triggers a Hydro-related reaction, any of them, this symbol will appear above their head. For each different type of Hydro reaction done, another circle will be added to the symbol, with a maximum of 3 circles. The symbol increases the damage of Neuvillette's fully charged attack. With each circle causing the damage to increase, to 110% for 1, 125% for 2, and 160% for 3. You can see how many circles you currently have by swapping to Neuvillette. Each circle lasts 30 seconds. The 5th talent, unlocked at Character Ascension level 4, says that based on Neuvillette's current health, every percentage point over 30% of his maximum health he currently has, and maxing out at 80%, increases his hydro damage by 0.6%. So if he's at 32% health, his hydro damage will have increased by 1.2%. The 6th talent says that when underwater in Fontaine, everyone in your party can swim dash 15% faster. This does not stack. Next up are the Constellations. To acquire these, you need to obtain another copy of Neuvillette. This can be done by wishing for him again, or through some other way introduced in the future. All characters have 6 stars in their constellation, with each copy giving you 1 star. If you don't have the star, the effects do not apply to you. The 1st star says that when you swap to Neuvillette, he will already have 1 circle in his symbol, mentioned in the 4th talent. Also, his charged attack is harder to be knocked out of. The 2nd star says that in addition to the damage increase the circles give, each circle will increase the critical damage of his fully charged attack by 14%. The 3rd star increases the normal attack talent's level by 3 and increases its maximum level from 10 to 15. The 4th star says that when you currently control Neuvillette and he is healed, an orb will appear near him. This can only happen every 4 seconds. The 5th star increases the Elemental Burst talent's level by 3 and raises its maximum level from 10 to 15. The 6th star says that when Neuvillette is charging his charged attack, every orb that is absorbed will cause the fully charged attack to last 1 second longer per orb. Also, when the fully charged attack hits an enemy, the enemy will be hit by 2 more hydro attacks, with their damage being 10% of Neuvillette's maximum health. This extra damage also counts as coming from his fully charged attack. That's all I think you need to know to start understanding Neuvillette. He is quite simple compared to other characters. The terms I substituted are in the description. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comments, and I will answer. Be seeing you.